a brand new savings account with $1,000 incentive from the government? It honestly sounds too good to be true. So, what exactly is a Trump account and who's eligible, and how does it compare to a 529? So, in this plan, I'm going to try to break down how the Trump accounts work and help you decide whether a Trump account is really right for your family, if it even makes sense for you. So, first things first, what is it? And I want to be really frank here. It is a retirement account. It's a retirement account that you can set up for children or anybody under 18. That's a big difference from a 529, which is intended to be used for college or higher education, secondary education. It's money that's funded with after-tax dollars, and it basically it turns into a traditional IRA when the beneficiary turns 18. So at that point, it's a traditional IRA. It's not supposed to be touched until they turn 59 and a half. The retirement age could be different, 40 years from now or 50 years from now. So who knows what the age will be at that point. But for now, the money shouldn't be touched until the beneficiary is 59 and a half. Again, very different from a 529, which is intended to be used for college, and there are tax-free withdrawals if the 529 is used for a qualified expenditure. Now, there is a $5,000 limit for these Trump accounts, so you can only put $5,000 into them each year per beneficiary. So that's also a much lower maximum compared to the 529s. So how is it taxed and how is it invested? It's funded with after-tax money. So you receive your paycheck from what you receive, you can put it into the Trump account. There's no tax incentive for funding the Trump account, but as the money grows, it'll grow tax-free. And then when the money gets withdrawn at retirement, the beneficiary will have to pay taxes on those withdrawals. It is invested in a U.S. stock fund, and at this point, we believe that there will be a few options to choose from, but it'll basically just be indexes. Again, this is a little bit different from some 529s. So, like if you're in Michigan and you select the MESP, it's sort of similar. You have a couple of decent options through MESP. But some other states, for example, the Virginia plan, they use American funds. So you can select any, American funds 529 mutual fund. You get a lot more diversification and a lot more targeted, investment risk there. So the next big question I get, who gets the free money? Well, it's really only for the beneficiaries who are born between 2025 and 2028. So 25, 26, 27, or 28. Those are the group of beneficiaries who will get the $1,000 bonus from the U.S. Treasury. And we've actually already seen some folks get that redemption into their accounts. Unfortunately, my son was born in 2024. So we were just, a few months, by a few months, we missed that $1,000 cutoff. However, for some folks, there is an additional $250 potentially from the Dell Foundation. So it's a great little bonus there as well. It's really set aside for folks who live in certain zip codes where the median household income is less than $150,000. Again, there's nothing in the 529. There are no bonuses or matches or anything like that in a 529. I should caveat that by saying if you do save, let's say you live in Michigan and you save in the Michigan 529 plan, you could get a tax break on the contributions that you make from your state taxes. You could get a state tax deduction on your 529 contributions. I want to go over real quick too, though. How is this account the most powerful? Because so far, Cullen, it sounds like it's not really, my thing. I don't want to save for my kids' retirement. They're just going to have to it's double taxed. Essentially, you'll have to pay taxes on it when they retire anyway. But I want to tell you about this strategy that makes the Trump account a lot more powerful, which is when the kid turns 18, when the beneficiary turns 18, what you can do is issue Roth conversions from the traditional IRA. So stick with me here. assuming the beneficiary has no income or very little income, you could potentially schedule a few years of Roth conversions and convert the traditional IRA over time into a Roth IRA, which in theory should never be taxed again. I say in theory, things could change about the tax code, but from what we know today, if you execute that strategy appropriately, they won't pay any taxes on the conversion, because let's say they're 18 and they're in college, they have no income. They'll pay no taxes on the conversion, and then they'll have this chunk, this lump sum of money in a Roth IRA that will grow for the next 40 years, and they can pull it out tax-free. So that's where this account really is powerful, if you can execute that strategy, appropriately. Other than that, it's really for folks who are like maxing out their 529s and they're asking what else could we be doing above and beyond the 529s. I would argue it's really not for everybody, but if you want to have a deeper conversation about how this account might fit into your personal family goals and your financial goals, feel free to reach out to one of us at Advanced Capital. We'll walk you through, what your best options are for saving for your children. So with that, that's what I wanted to share with everybody here, folks. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let us know if you have any questions. Thanks.